restaurant owner is alerting others in the industry about what he calls a new scam to rip off business owners.
Consumer investigator Jason Knowles and the I-Team exposing the problem tonight. Jason.
Rob, Judy, we usually tell you about scams targeting the consumer, but this one is a little bit different. The customer is trying to rip off the restaurant. It starts with a complaint and then threats of a horrible online review.
Hopefully this right here is gonna deter them, and other business owners in the area can be aware.
Michael Tran of Standard Pho in the Tri-Taylor neighborhood posted these scammers alert signs all over his restaurant. They are warning consumers they may not get a refund on any food purchase.
They just come in here as a group, at least 4 or 5 of them. They would sit down, eat more than halfway, or almost finished, and they would get up and start making a scene.
The signs in new policy are all because of the bad behavior of some customers, many late night, eating most of the food, but then complaining about it, looking to get a free meal.
They start making a scene. They start yelling and screaming and say they don't like the food. They don't want to pay.
Tran says he's heard of similar stunts being pulled at restaurants in Chinatown.
And you think then the employees just kind of get flustered and they say, here's your money?
Correct, they do. Because if you notice, if you go to 9 out of 10 of Asian restaurants, most of the employees, they don't speak English that well. So they can't communicate that well. So they get flustered, when something like that happens.
Then the scammers, he says, threaten to take their complaints online if they don't get what they want.
And threatening a bad online review.
Correct. And, making a comments like, oh, the food is bad and this is garbage. I don't want to pay. I want my refund now. You got to give me my refund or else I'm gonna give you a bad review.
He says he's lost $400 to $500 and hopes his signs stop the freeloaders here and at other area restaurants.
We have to say something, just in case if there's any other restaurants in the area or in the city experience the same thing.
So what if you are a consumer and you really don't like the food? If the server does not come to you and check on you, then you should flag them down immediately. Rob, Judy, of course, it is your right to send an item back and get something else or get a refund if you don't eat the food. I've had to do this a few times, unfortunately, but sometimes, you're not truly happy with the meal.
Right. But in this case, glad he is speaking up about it.
Right, yeah, I feel bad for him. These people are lying and trying to get free food.
I bet he's not alone, and you're going to get more calls.
Thanks, Jason.
Right.
And new details.